Hello, folks. It's Wildcard Wednesday, and we're going to look at anything that strikes our fancy.
Hazy Crazy, Lazy Days of Summer. For those that ask me, what song is that? Okay. Joker's Wild Wednesday after a long period of absence. Take it away, Ronald Cheerio. Cheerio.
Well, I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews. Bumpy Road is in New Hampshire with Bumpy Road Brews and sometimes Brewing. And James P. Madonna is in New Jersey with
Yeah.
Progressive Discussions. And so we got two northern states versus one southern state, as usual, outnumbered, but not outclassed. All right, now,
If I was in charge of his county, Jesse's County, I would put really high speed bumps right on his street in front of his house so he could feel the bumpiness every time he comes home.
I do actually have speed bumps on my road.
Oh, okay.
well,
Bart
what's that?
Robinson, thank you for your input Sunday, Bart Robinson, on nutrition and health and all that good exercise.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about. I think Jean Pierre's joining us. He's got a product that's the same as mine. So for Jason Cleveland,
oh man, yeah, well, yeah, but the image was better than your.
yeah, but I was trying. It just was. I was thinking. I remember that scene because I was thinking, what am I going to say next? All right, now I have a beer from 1844, not this exact actual bottle, but this is Pabst Blue Ribbon, originally known as Jacob's Best Lager, but it got taken over by the Pabst people, and then it won a Blue Ribbon at a 1893 event, and so they changed it to Pabst Blue Ribbon.
That's not the funniest. One of the funniest old beer names that they stopped making many years ago. I think it was called Blatz.
Yeah, they still make Blatz, but you can only get it in Wisconsin pretty much, and a little bit of Illinois.
Oh,
I have some cans that I bought on road trips. Blatz.
Blatz.
That was a German family that started. Okay, here's my Pabst, one of my Pabst Blue Ribbon glasses. I got the 12 pack for $10.99. Not a great deal, but that's the world we live in these days. Okay. When I first started drinking beer in 1996, that same 12 pack would have been $3.99. Okay. It's golden. It's clear. It's bubbly. It has a white head. It's not going to have much lacing. The bitterness units are not too much. I'd have to look it up on the distributor's website, but they're not high. The alcohol level is 4.8. It's really more like less than that, but Pabst just lists at 4.8. It's more like 4.7 decimal or something. Okay. They just say 4.8. I'll show you the website listing. It's not much to see. Do a screen share real quickly.
Oh,
Like Gloria said on All in the Family. Quickie. All right.
come here, little Goyle, and sit on your daddy's lap, little Goyle.
And she also told Michael Stivic he was a sickie. Okay. There's Pabst Blue Ribbon Original. Always good for all the time. The original lager with 4.8. That's all they say. Okay. Now, then they got merchandise you can buy. There's also this extra strong one, which we can't really get around here much. Then there's the lighter one that's easy,
Extra
the 3.8.
Wow.
And then there's the non-alcoholic one. You drink it all day and not get
Yeah.
drunk. You might get sick.
What's his name? The TV evangelist of beer reviewing. Now the straw. What's the alcohol content on their so-called strong one? 6.5. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, extra strong, not super strong, just extra strong.
Ah,
And they also make a non-beer. It's actually a beer base, but it's hard coffee, 5% hard coffee. And there's
how
four
about
different
that?
types. Yeah, there's the original, there's the mocha, the hazelnut, and the salted caramel hard coffee. Yep.
It's interesting. It's
Sure
like
enough.
taking a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, hazelnut with cream, and doing this. Interesting.
They're pretty good.
Oh, you had one?
I had all four.
Oh, you had
I bought
the
a
you
12
had
pack. I mean,
the
I
coffee.
bought an 8-pack. Sorry, they only make it an 8-pack. Yeah,
Oh.
8-pack. 2 of each. Oh, Drewski Brewski. About that. All right, now, so that's what I've got. And my better judgment says no.
Oh, I think I know. I'm reading your mind. Your better judgment is correct.
I have Fulcrum. It's a
Oh.
double IPA at 8.5% from Equilibrium Brewing Company. They're out of
The science.
Middleton, New York. This is this was canned on 6/17, so it is a month and a week old, we'll call it. Something like that, I think.
Pretty fresh.
I think I've been there. Middleton, is that or that might be Orange County, New York.
Maybe. I don't know New York all that well. The
Yeah,
beer is definitely orange and heady.
it's where Warwick is, where the Applewood Winery is located.
I would call that a heady topper. A very heady beer. Extremely tight, foamy, frothy white head. Murky, hazy orange coloration to the body of the beer. It looks like light and fluffy right now. So we'll let the head die down and we'll get into it. I think, right? You don't want us to go all the way through, right?
Now, do you know what a fulcrum is?
Is it the balancing between things with something?
It's like a person with shorter arms tends scientifically is stronger than a person with very long limbs, very long arms. It's like there's a starting
when you're
point.
using leverage, like if you're lifting something up, the fulcrum is what the thing rests on. The farther out from the fulcrum, the more leverage you'll have. See, so
Well, that's the science behind when I exercise with the power bands. The closer you get to the point of origin, the higher the resistance. No, I'm sorry, the lower the resistance, and then as you back away and the thing stretches, then it becomes more. It has to do with torque, right, Ronald?
exactly.
Torque, not Peter Tork from the Monkees.
Torque.
Rest in peace.
Drewski, just relax. I got to think about it. Okay, I got to think about it because in the past, you know what I mean. All right.
Where's Ronald Sutton? Where's Ronald Sutton?
Yeah. Well, well, he's probably around. Let's do a screen share for Fulcrum. It's all text though, so it's not going to be too exciting to look at. We're gonna update the comments. East Coast can join if you want. Well, anybody can join if they want, but sometimes it doesn't always work out so well. Okay. due to
I like the-
alcohol-based
Bat Cave
results.
book, Jean Pierre's studio.
Yes, in the dark.
Die Fledermaus. It's German.
Mm.
That. Die Fledermaus.
Wait, that's his
Devising
8%.
my evil plans for the evening. Mm.
All
That
right,
says
so let's look
8%.
at
This
this.
is 8.5%.
Equilibrium.
Oh, well, I can't answer for these companies. They have oftentimes what they put on the website doesn't match what's on the can, and I've run into that many times.
That's their website. How low budget can you get?
I
And
guess
and
not.
looking at the top of it, the equilibrium looks like something you could do with some fonts, like like Arial or something. Like some, looks like it was done on Microsoft Word. I don't know, but whatever.
Hey, well, you know what?
It's like a
As long
medium.
as long as it tastes good.
That's right. That's true.
So
Yeah.
the fulcrum is the point at which a lever rests. Okay. So anyway, we want this beer to be a reminder that even under less than ideal situations, which was February 2021, find your resiliency and let's bounce back and grow from the challenge. Fulcrum was brewed with a soft base of white wheat. You want to read this, Jesse? I don't want to take over your
Oh, no, that's fine.
white wheat and oats. So not malt, white wheat and oats. We added Citra and Sabro in the whirlpool and dry hopped it with Citra, Nelson, and Sabro. Fulcrum pours a beautiful, vivid yellow. As soon as you crack it open, bright notes of grass and citrus permeate. Flavors of passion fruit, cannabis, white wine grapes, and coconut melt together beautifully with each sip. The buildup of dank fruit counters with a light and balanced bitterness, and our EQ juice finish, offering a fulcrum for a beer with such unique and powerful flavor.
Sounds like a health drink. It sounds like a health drink. I don't know what you were describing.
That's very impressive. Sounds very medicinal.
That's everything I was getting to in the nose.
And what's the ABV on that one, Bumpy?
This is 8.5%. On there, it said it was 8%. I can say it does definitely. First thing I get is like an orange citric and coconut aroma. That's just.
And what style is it? What kind of style is it?
It's a double IPA.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. And that brewery is based in. I guess it's
New
based
York.
in New England, right?
No,
New York. Yeah.
Middletown,
Okay.
New York. Middletown, New York.
Okay. Cool.
Let me add this to the banners. Pabst Blue Rib Bun, 4.8%. Yes, I see it. Full from 8.5.
I was thinking about Patrick Swayze, the commercial that he started as a young dancer
when he was
actor in
dancing,
New York.
yeah.
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 All right.
And
It's
also-
definitely a very juice forward beer for sure.
Now let's go to James and Drewski.
Would that be more
time.
considered a New England style? Would that be considered
Yeah.
more of a New England style or more West Coast style?
New England.
No, yeah.
All right.
All right. Sorry, James.
There's a difference between a hazy West Coast and like a Sierra Nevada and a hazy.
Well, West Coast usually clear. I know. I'm trying.
How
Just-
far out is the anchor? Is the anchor real far out?
I need a fulcrum. I need a fulcrum to make this easier.
You pull the anchor in. Okay, I got. What are you gonna do? Forgot my magnifying glass. Anyway, at 6.7%. Thanks to the companies, so I can read it. I got here. Steve Austin's beer.
Hey, I've seen that. A
Stone
couple
Cold.
of spots. Yeah.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin, El Segundo Brewing Company. He's living in Southern California, so that's
Okay.
out there. Broken Skull IPA. All right,
I might get
647.
that this weekend to put to review on my channel, but I've seen it at a couple of spots in the Georgia area. Okay.
He's got the barbed wire. It's very clever. Now he has a logger too, which I think I'm gonna try in the near future. And he doesn't say a lot. Doesn't say a lot on the website. It just has IBUs is 40. The hops is Citra, Cascade, and Chinook. American style, American IPA. And that's about it. And he says cheers. He says cheers. Enjoy. Awesome. It's, El Segundo Brewing Company. Designed by Steve Austin. I highly doubt it. I don't know if he knows, but unless he learned. Yeah.
Well, he
Hey, my dad used to drink Lauren
what he
Brown.
wanted it to taste like, you know.
Yeah, my dad used to drink that. You know?
Oh, we crack Krakatoa. I mean, are we opening them? Or on
I'm
the,
trying to get to the website. I'm just going through all of
oh, I put it.
you know what I mean, running.
All right. And yeah, as a lemon chiffon color, citrusy, definitely hazy. Lemon chiffon. Lemon chiffon.
That's a good price. You know,
Very floral. I mean, very everything in the aroma. The hops really stands out. Citrus, floral, as well as the hops. Extremely aromatic. And it tastes the same as the aroma. The hops are very complex and very prominent, and I taste a tad bit of citrus flavor, and the malt is on the mild side, but it's a refreshing, clean taste.
Is that
pretty
one hard
good.
to find in your area, or is it common?
No, it's not hard to find. It's strange that I don't know how the general manager decides on what to emphasize, what to order. He closes his eyes, he pins the tail on a donkey. I don't know what he does, because I really don't know. It's like when you shake the party bucket and you put your hand in there for a fandango,
Right.
whatever. Maybe he does that. But anyway, it's good. I'm anxious to try the lager, which would be more of a refreshing, drinkable beer that you can have often. And I like it.
It's
bad.
not too heavy, James, right?
No, it's not, because a lot of hazy IPAs are very overpowering with the bitterness and the additional flavors that go into it. But it has the rich flavor and full bodied texture of any good IPA, but it's more drinkable than a lot of IPAs. So that I'm gonna take a look at what else El Segundo, unless this page is strictly for Steve Austin's product line. Oh, it's just for him. Okay, so it has American Lager and IPA. There's, I'm sure El Segundo has their own website. Fred Sanford.
Yes, I'm about to go to the website. I'm just trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up on coming in. So that's
No, I thought Fred Sanford.
Can't really
I
keep
thought
up with
Fred
it.
Sanford was in Watts.
Watts. Yeah,
Watts,
Watts.
Los Angeles. Not El Segundo. He might have said El Segundo because it sounds good, during the series, but he was in Watts. During the series.
Yeah, in LA.
Hey, good morning,
Good morning,
Master.
Masumi. Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning to you. It is now 8:41 a.m. Thursday in Tokyo. Good morning to you. All right. It's refreshing. It's decent for an IPA, but I really want to try the lager, which would be on the next show, Joker's Wild, or usually this only came in a 4-pack, I guess, because he's a star, he's a celebrity. And usually what I do, if I get something in a 4 or 6-pack, I'll take one and put it all the way in the back and hide it in the refrigerator for a show. This way I don't drink them all and then there's nothing for a show. I just hide it. And then show.
Right.
Just hide it. Hide it. All right. Cheers to everyone. And Wilbur. A horse is a horse, of course. Now, what did Brewski say? Oh, there you go. He said,
Yeah, he wants to join for a minute, and he can join for a little bit when we're all done and hang out with us and tell us what he's got. Citra, Cascade, and Chinook hops, C hops. They call those C hops, Cascade, Citra, Chinook. It's an American IPA, 6.7, like you told us earlier, 40. You can get it in cans and kegs, no bottles. Oh, well.
Cans is the way to go.
I mean,
Economics. Fresh beer tastes better in a can. So they say.
Yeah, it's always funny when people say they say. They say. That means the experts, right? What did I say? 6.7? 6.5, right? 6.7. Okay, 6.7.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, Rock, let's get out of this house and puke and do some training like the old days in a sweaty, smelly gym.
You're a bum.
Yeah, but that's when all the girls were kissing him and he wasn't working out. He had the satin robe on and he was taking a lot of photos with people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Mick, I'm washed up. You're washed up. All right.
Yeah, washed up, you bum. Hit the one in the middle. That was Paulie, right? Hey, I see 3 of them. Hit the one in the middle, Rock. Hit the one in the middle.
Knock him out, Rock. What you doing?
I'm too old for this.
Burgess Meredith, man. Just Yep.
Yeah, he had a lot of good parts on the Twilight Zone. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Down.
Aside from Batman. Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the fight. All right.
What
I'm
happened?
gonna end the fight, champ. You're bleeding on the inside.
All right.
You ain't stopping nothing.
All right. Anyway.
Uh,
Tommy Morrison.
that movie, yeah, won't be. Oh, I guess y'all heard the news about Stallone right now. He's really angry at the producer, Irvin Winkler. He's wanting to, he's trying to now make profit off of the franchise, first with Creed, which Stallone was involved in.
So he sold the rights to Lock, Stock, and Barrel to Rocky, or
something like that. Some of the characters that Stallone had created from the first. Now Winkler, the producer, right now he's demanding the rest of his rights back. Stallone from Winkler. Now they're doing this new movie with Dolph Lundgren, who played Drago. I guess his son, Drago's son, now is in it, and Winkler. I guess they're trying to profit off the Rocky movie now. So, but anyway.
All right, Sean, get to the beer because get to the beer because he don't know it. He doesn't know it's a show. He thinks it's a damn fight. All right. So let's finish this, bum.
Bridget Nielsen played the wife of Drago.
Yeah. Yeah, Bridget Nielsen, Mark Gastineau. Yeah, beautiful marriage. Anyway, back to the
I think she was Flavor Flavy.
Yeah, that too. Okay, Jay, I don't know what you said about Pabst earlier, but I'm sure the history of this beer we already know. 1844, blah, blah, blah. Sponsored so many things, so many sporting events, so many commercials. I think commercials were running rampant throughout this time up until the mid-'80s. Now, if you're
Still
barely lucky to
sponsored.
see any.
It's still sponsored.
Right. True. Of course, sales kind of tailed off a little bit in the mid-'80s, and of course, boom, the mid-'90s, the retro thing. You go to the bars, they were selling it, all that good stuff. But it has a very champagne-like taste, and I'm sure you probably brought that up. And it's very champagne-like, very smooth, very easy drinking, and obviously super cold that I'm having this right now. So, cheers, everybody! Cheers, everyone. Yeah, I just on draft, and I had it twice down at Walk-Ons. I never thought we would ever have it on draft, but I went to Walk-Ons down in Mobile, and I had it on draft, and I thought it was just fabulous. Never had it on draft, only had it in bottles and cans. So, what more can you say about this? As much as now with everything going on, people, even some beer snobs, stick their nose up on this, about this beer. Sorry if you're watching around what I did with the nose thing. It's a family show. This is just a good classic American lager. Just refreshing, clean, decent. It's not overly heavy. You can just enjoy it with just about anything. I got some chicken wings I'm about to eat in a little bit here. Just a nice, good, clean beer. And I'm just, disappointed by some of the other offerings that they have with their distribution, and they don't seem to push it enough. Whatever Pabst, PBR Extra, I know they tried with the APA, they did that thing that fell by the wayside, the American Pale Ale. Old Tankard Ale, another one. But they sure don't mind pushing PBR, which is, I got no issue with that. That's fine. Push PBR. That's your flagship. But some of the other offerings, they could do a better job, promoting. But anyway, you can't go wrong with this. This is just the classic quintessential American beer. I don't care what people think about it or how it is rated on all the websites, Rate Beer and Untappd or Beer Advocate. Don't give a flip. This is just a good.
All right, now wait. Now, okay. Now we're gonna come back around and we're gonna do the. I already showed the website. It's not much to look at. We're gonna do the scores.
No, it's crap.
I drank
Your
mine.
crap.
It's all gone. Yeah, their website is a joke. You're a funny guy. All right. Anyway, tell the story.
Of course.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a funny guy. Hey.
Hey,
Remember, family show.
It's a family show. You're muted.
Drewski.
You're muted.
We can't hear you, Drewski. We can't hear you.
Your mic is unactivated.
All right, we good?
Yep.
All right. I pretty much just had a couple questions for Ron because I saw he did Jesse James last night and fucking
Yes.
oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying
I
the
forgot.
family.
I can't cuss. I can't cuss. But this here in Michigan, this is like almost as much as Jim Beam.
All right.
And you said you got this for like 7 something.
Whoa.
I got a liter. I got a liter of it.
A liter, that's bigger than a fifth. This is
Right.
How much you pay for that, Jay?
This liter was $7.99.
Oh my God.
oh, this is like 18 for 18 something, man. And this
Oh,
is
Hey, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But when I saw it, I wasn't passing it up, you know. But anyway, any other questions, Drewski? I get these
well,
deals, you know,
no,
so
I
gotta
just wanted to
pass
do a
them up,
shot.
you know?
Have you ever seen look, I got the Detroit edition Jim Beam. I just wanted to you know, I'm from Michigan. I didn't know if they were doing this
Is-
for every state, but I got the Detroit bottle and I just wanted to do
Is
a
that for
shot
all
with
the
it.
Major League Baseball teams?
I don't know why they would do it just for because it's a Kentucky bourbon, right? Like I don't know why it was just strictly Detroit.
Yeah. Well, Jim
But
Beam is
the
popular.
thing is, they've had this for a while now, like since I think April or maybe even before that.
Yeah, they probably
But
got
I
an
haven't
Oakland
seen-
A's version. They got an LA Dodgers version, so forth. You know. All right, well, we're gonna
Yeah,
go and do
anyway.
the scores now. But I know you watch a lot of my Dawn Busters, and you do comment on Dawn Busters, don't you?
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers,
I just
Drewski.
wanted to stop in and had a couple questions for Ron and cheers, everybody.
Yeah,
I'm not
cheers,
trying
man.
to ruin your show or anything.
No, it's fine, mostly. All right.
Cheers.
Well, don't drink too much. Drink
I'm
water.
gonna hop
Water's good. Okay. Now, I'm back to do the score. Boy, it's still
Okay.
bright outside, though.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
It won't last.
Yes. We are nocturnal.
Okay. Whoops, what happened there?
I'm Ronald J. Terrio. Hi.
It just jumped. It jumped. I don't know. I'm trying to drag it. It's not
probably
working.
'cause,
I'm just gonna go full screen.
It's
Come
probably
out.
because Drewski dropped off.
Yeah, it's a drag trying to drag it. Okay. I like the Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. First drank it in 1996. One time I sent them an email and I said, I like your beer. It's pretty good. Keep up the good work or something along those lines. And they were like, you really do like our beer? They sent me a response. And they were like, send us your address and we'll send you something. So they sent me that bumper sticker right there that says, what do you have? Sent me a bunch of bumper stickers. They sent me a t-shirt. They sent me not this t-shirt. They sent me a t-shirt and they sent me all kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, all I told them was I like the beer.
They should have
Okay,
sent you a blue ribbon, an actual blue ribbon to pin on your t-shirt for the show. You know, like a state fair, you know, when you win the blue
When
ribbon.
I first bought Pabst Blue Ribbon years ago, it had a short neck bottle and it had an actual blue ribbon. The ribbon it's an actual ribbon. It's not just a painting.
Oh, look at that.
But, you know, they cut costs so they don't have. All right, I like it a lot. it has a unique flavor, and I have a 1980 National Geographic magazine that explains why, because of their use of Carlsberger yeast, which gives it they say a wine-like flavor, and I find it does have a wine flavor. It doesn't taste like wine. It just has a winey type little weird flavor. Okay, is it worthy of a blue ribbon? Yeah, it's worthy of a blue ribbon in the American adjunct lager category. You know, everything's got its place. So you got to look at these things in perspective. If you look at them in a way that's not proper, it's not going to be proper. So for what it is, I'm going to score it 90 out of 100. I'm going to retract that. 92 out of 100. I really like Pabst Blue Ribbon. I've been enjoying my 12-pack of bottles. A lot of people on Alcohol Eggs and other, which is my group, and on these videos tell me they can't get the bottles, which is strange.
I can't get it here in the Atlanta area at all, period. Just the cans mostly. True. Swear to you, man.
Or draft, maybe, huh? Okay, as far as promos, tomorrow morning at dawn, I can't stay up late. I was going to watch baseball highlights. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I might just watch them all tomorrow morning. I forgot to watch them this afternoon because they had afternoon games. Now, doggone, I forgot. All right. Tomorrow at dawn, we have a very old brand. Henry McKenna bourbon, established 1855. We've got Henry McKenna, which I got a great deal on also, by the way, going up against what Drewski was talking about, Jesse James, America's Outlaw Bourbon, which I got the greatest deal in the history of bourbon for this. It's going to be a good challenge. Then Friday at 6:30 Eastern, bring any liquor or liqueur. We're doing Fandango Friday. Fandango Friday. Okay. And then Stout Sunday, Sunday morning, if you want to drink alcohol in the morning. I don't know if I'd recommend that, but we kind of wild and crazy guys. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Bumpy to do his score and promos.
All right. Well, I'll get more into the flavors and aromas and stuff too here.
Right. Yeah.
So it does have that kind of like citrus, orange, more tangerine. It's kind of nice. I'm going to call them fluffy aromas. A little bit of peach. There's coconut. A little bit of malty breadiness in there. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'd say even a touch of melon and nectarine.
It's my birthday.
All right, and then we drink it. It's got a creamy, soft mouthfeel, but a lighter side, medium body. Carbonation's on the lower spectrum. Yeah, it's got citrus, kind of peach, maybe a touch of passion fruit in there. Coconuts prevalent. It's not bad. 8.5% ABV. I think the alcohol is pretty well hidden, and bitterness is moderate. Kind of has a lot of the pithiness of fruits, like maybe a touch of grapefruit and a touch of orange pith and stuff on the tail end. I'm going to give this a 42 out of 50, which would land it into a very good category for me. Trying to kind of really still figure out what that equals, because I'm not sure if that even doubling it just equals out to what they would do for 100 score. But I mean,
84. Yeah,
it's a pretty typical score.
Be a B.
What's that? Yeah, if I doubled it, it'd
would
be
be
like an 84. But like I said, I'm not quite sure if doubling it is absolutely accurate, but it does kind of score out that way if you just do the math on it.
Are you saying a B? Are you saying B? It's good or a very good B plus?
It's a very good in my 50-point score. It kind of
So
equals
I'd be
out a
more like-
lot to like what people would out of the 5-point rating. A 4.2 would kind of equal out to what this 42 is. So it's just tough to say because I've seen them on like Bear Advocate where they like have it scored at like a 4.1 out of 5, but then they say like it's a 92% rating, and it's so it doesn't like add up. So I'm not quite sure where this adds up, but I mean a 42 is pretty darn good. That's kind of an average type of score right around there, 4.0 and up. To like a 4.4 is kind of where most beers end up falling into, is what I notice. So
Yeah, I just
as beers that are craft.
I try to make it like when I went to college, 90 to 100 was an A, but there was different levels of A, you understand? And then 80
Right.
to 89, 70 to 79, 60 to 79. And if you couldn't make a 60, you needed to go to college and go get a job. But to me, this is just me. I don't speak for other people.
That's
In my
what I'm
mind-
saying. I still haven't figured out the whole scoring thing, but it kind of matches up more to the 5-point score that a lot of people
Yeah.
do with my 50-point
You
inspection.
could make
So
it a 5-point. You could make it a 5-point because if it was like an 88, if it was an 88, a B plus, it'd be like a 4-point, a 44 out of 50. You know, but that's just
right.
It's no use arguing about it.
Yeah. So I don't know. We can call it an 84 out of 100, but it's still a very good beer to me. It's
Right.
above what you'd find as a grocery store beer, and good flavors. It's not the best. There's definitely better out there.
And this is readily available, right, Bumpy? In the New England area, right?
Well, to wherever Equilibrium distributes to, I think it goes all the way down to at least Virginia. They get it down in Virginia. I know
haven't
that.
seen it in
I know
Georgia.
that the West Coast doesn't get it.
And the South Coast don't get it. Hey,
Yeah.
what any promos?
Promos, yeah, 50-point inspections, whatever they equal out to. But yeah, I put those on Wednesdays and Fridays. Those are my beer reviews. I know, mostly just listen to like what the flavor notes kind of are, even though I might be giving off different flavors than what some people may say. I think that goes for almost every beer reviewer. It's kind of whatever you perceive the flavors to be for yourself. But if it sounds like something that you might like, even if the scores don't quite equal out to what you might call it, if I say it's a good beer, I think it's a good beer, and that's that. If I think it's a bad beer, then I think it's a bad beer. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad beer or a good beer. It's my own perceived way of
Can I ask you?
giving off the beer.
Can I ask you a question about that beer?
Yep.
Do you find that the body? I can't. You might have said this, but my mind, I'm trying to keep track of all this going on. Is it like a high medium body or a heavy body?
Oh no, it's like a lighter, fluffier medium. It's like lower end spectrum of a medium body. I would have liked a more full medium. 8.5, yeah. So it definitely drinks light for the ABV. But yeah, I have a live stream as well on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern time is the start of the show. 50, Jesus. That would be called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. It's a 3-part show. Starts off with reviewing your new brew, and then there is the kind of general chit chat portion of it, and then a question and answer period for the panelists as well at the end. So we want to say thank you, Ron, for having me on. Cheers.
Welcome.
And yeah, it's a very good beer anyway. So I definitely recommend anything from Equilibrium. They don't always put out the greatest of the great, but I think they're pretty standout, pretty stellar for most of their products. Cheers.
Cheers, and I hope you come back and do another one with us. And I appreciate all the times you've joined.
All right. Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
I have to figure out what my wife's doing.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The distillery in New Hampshire is called Tamworth. TAM. That makes this whiskey with the invasive species green crabs, but they have a huge product line. They make a lot of things. I was very impressed with their website, but it's Tamworth Distillery in New Hampshire. Okay, getting back to the beer. Has a clean, refreshing flavor, but with the drinkability of, let's say, a good lager, and the combined with the qualities of a good West Coast IPA, and
Yes.
hazy, and it still has somewhat of a head, as anticipated. Okay, so because of that, oh, I don't know if Ronnie Simpson saw what I brought. This is what I brought, Ronnie. Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA by El Segundo's Brewing Company. Okay. Being that he's a wrestling fan. So because of the combination of these assets, I'm going to give it a 95% out of 100. The first, to answer a couple questions, a couple statements that I saw. The first time I ever had Stroh's was in the 1980s, and it said it was from Detroit, fire brewed from Detroit, fire brewed. It was pretty decent, but I guess that was the original Stroh's. And
Yes.
and to answer Ronald Sutton, I thought Danny DeVito played a good penguin as Oswald Cobblepot. He did a
Yes.
pretty good job also. But anyway, yeah, Tamworth Distillery. I read the article. They're trying to they're trying to find a way to utilize this invasive species. I don't know what made them think of whiskey, but yeah, they have a lager too, Ronnie. You know, a lager would be good for you when you're sitting at the poolside there in your Florida condo complex in Clearwater. It would be just make sure it's like real frosty, ice cold. You know, like at least 25% frozen. But anyway, 95%. I've had better IPAs. I've had worse, but the quality of and the flavor and aroma of the three hops that are used, and the drinkability, I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to try the lager next. I'll give it a shot. Steve Austin's Broken Skull Lager, and this was the IPA.
Now,
Stone Cold said so. What was that? What's the phrase by Stone Cold Steve Austin? Stone Cold said so. You know.
I like when The Rock says, "It doesn't matter what you think or what you feel. It doesn't matter." Like he cuts people off. That was the old Attitude Era thing. Yeah. So that was quite a match, right? Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Of course, outside interference by his cousins. It's a no-brainer. But anyway, my promo is that I'm going live Sunday. The only time I don't go live is when I go by my sister's house for certain occasions. So I'm going live, and I think the main topic, because the topics come in during the week at different intervals, at different moments. It depends on what I see. But one of the main topics is going to be bashing Joe Manchin, and now Chuck Schumer is trying to buddy up with him. And that's not always a good
It's
thing.
all about politics, trying to get what you need. I'll be your pal as long as I get what I need. So
Well,
all feathers.
the fat cats they donate to your campaign, and then you owe them favors. You know, Jesse Ventura says, you know, a politician is not obligated to meet with lobbyists if he doesn't want to. He or she.
Now,
Pacemaker.
Jean is going to.
Yeah, his pacemaker
Sean.
didn't get loose. You're
Yeah.
right, Joe.
Good.
Oh, the show is 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Progressive Discussions on YouTube.
Exactly. I was watching some of it Sunday, quite a bit of it Sunday, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a multi-topic show, and that's it.
All right. Hope y'all can see me good. My camera's a little fuzzy right now. Hold on. Let me
It's
see.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I look good. Okay. I'm gonna give it 91 out of 100 for PBR. Again, it was a nice, one of the best old school lagers. It's still out there, still going strong after all these years. And just, you know, if someone says, "Why do you drink that?" Because I want to. That's why. Tell them that. Anyway, and still reasonably priced despite the prices of inflation. And all that's going on. Promos. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed my Wild Heaven, the white black bird. I know I butchered the name of that, called Wild Heaven, Wild Heaven. Was that farmhouse ale saison that I did. So that's what I have on my video. I still have the oatmeal sticky stout by Red Hair Brewing Company. I'm going to review that. And I still have the Black Butte still to review from Duchette's, and I think that's about it. So, and Jay, I'll be joining you Friday on Fandango at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
Excellent.
I got something. I was surprised I was able to find it, but I did, thankfully. But I got that. And I'll be joining you. What's the theme for next Wednesday?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that next Wednesday is Miller High Life.
Okay, I might have some trouble with that, but I'll let you know.
High
But and if you're hosting, maybe a surprise visit from the original hosts, John and Neely. First out Sunday, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. I'll be joining you on that. So that is it, everybody.
Yes, so thanks to everybody for joining. It was a great show. Drewski did a pretty good job there and staying in control. And everybody else did too.
Somewhat in control.
Somewhat, but better than in the past. Okay, so next week is Miller High Life. The following week, August 17th, is Red's Wicked Ale. Then August 24th is Foster's Lager, Foster's Australian.
It's Australian for beer, mate.
And yes, yeah, that's right. And then August 31st is August 31st is Milwaukee's Best Ice. Milwaukee's Best Ice, MB.
The beast.
Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend.
Yes. Still going strong. Was spared by the guillotine of Molson Coors.
Yes. So, anybody have any last comments before we get off the air?
Yes, I'm having for dinner. I'm having sautéed fillet of whiting over the organic brown rice that has the this Japanese seasoning, has nori and sesame seeds in it. Furikake, I think it's called furikake. Yeah, it's all that's done. So I just have to saute the whiting. The whiting.
The photos are put in. Everything is food for Wayne Jacobs Smokehouse seemed to go over pretty well. A lot of interest.
Yeah, I saw them. I saw them. That and that's a place people can visit that don't want to go to a tourist trap in New Orleans.
Right.
Don't want to go to, but you know, like if they get when they see, let's say the Oyster House, Acme. I'm sorry, Acme Oyster House on the Travel Channel or one of those food channels. They'll go to the tourist trap one because that's the one that they show on TV. They don't realize about all the other places that the locals go to at a lot lower price.
They won't go to the Acme Oyster House 5 miles away from the French Quarter. French Quarter, where you get twice the amount of food for half the price.
Yeah, because maybe the owner of that people that run the tourist trap one, maybe they pay a fee to the network to have that one featured, perhaps.
It's just that when it's in a tourist area like the French Quarter, they can stiff people, you know.
Oh, they'll stiff you. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Charge a fortune for beer, wine, liquor, any kind of food.
well, Midtown Manhattan is a tourist trap, and it's America. You know, it doesn't have to be a foreign country to have a tourist trap. There's plenty of them here. You
Right
told
here.
me about the $11 for a beer at a baseball stadium.
Tell me about it. Saturday night at the Braves game for a 16-ounce cup for Coors Light on draft.
Why
Gee.
would anyone
think I
pay?
need to drink
Why
water.
would anyone pay $11 for a pint can of Coors Light?
Hey, it's a
All
nice
right,
stadium.
well,
it's
it's a nice stadium.
Nice stadium, but I think I'm gonna go buy water next time.
Yeah, buy water. All right, well, y'all take care now, everybody.
Or get water. Excuse me, water fountain.
Cheers.